It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Phoenix Suns. Looking at the last game for Phoenix, it was a loss to the Wizards. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
What could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. Here in Brooklyn, we have an interconference matchup with the Nets looking to create some cheers for their home crowd. They went to Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced one for one. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought, too, character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Kelly Oubre out there with Warren. Then it's Bridges. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle.
Well, I love the pretty follow-through on Carroll's release. This guy's got it going from the mid-range.
Russell against Johnson. Over in the corner, Warren. 6 to shoot. And it's Warren with the jam.
Well, T.J. Warren finishes with authority. We'll give you a salute, sir.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Ilgauskas in the post. He's covered by Warren. Wing jumper goes down from Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his first basket of the night. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Igor Kokoshkov. David, what'd you find out?
Well, Kevin, what he doesn't want is station-to-station basketball. He said, we have to avoid bad habits and keep the ball moving. As long as we don't stand around like we're watching the paint dry, we can score. We'll see if the ball stays in motion tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So if their coach is right, their success today will depend on how well they shoot the ball.
And they're going to have to work hard at the offensive end to make that happen. Strong player movement and ball movement will be key.
Well, exactly, because you can have the most dangerous shooters in the league, but if they're not sharing the basketball, it doesn't do you any good.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Well, Doris, for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league, the jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Chris Webber. Johnson kicks to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. Now here's Oubre. Carroll covering inside. Here's Warren, rejected by Ilgauskas. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oubre passes to Bridges. In the air, and Ayton with the layup.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Russell looking it over, passes it to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Warren, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having 2 young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
And both free throws good for AI.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Johnson kicks to Warren. Over Ilgauskas. Here's Ayton. Now the pass to Bridges. The second effort. Kicks it out to Johnson. Warren on the wing. Tries yet again. And he lays it up and in.
Well, you like the effort of T.J. Warren, capitalizing when he's shooting in the painted area.
Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Down low, Ayton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer, pretty dime there.
Here's LeVert, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Russell dishes to Ilgauskas. Again, the Nets for 2. And Phoenix has possession, trailing by 2. Johnson against Russell. Steps back and fires. Johnson can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Feeds to Ilgauskas. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 10 points for AI.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Johnson against Russell. To the inside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. And as we approach the new season, some new talent making the most of their opportunity in the league. Let's check out the race for Rookie of the Year. Some great young players. Look at Ilgauskas. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
Now, here's Bridges. Defense right on him. Back to Oubre. Johnson, the pass to Oubre. Johnson kicks to Ayton. All sorts of time. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, you don't get much more wide open inside the arc. He simply got to make that shot.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns, a fast break, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, fortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Dinwiddie's checked in for LeVert. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Suns. The Nets with the lead. Outside, Russell. It's deflected.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fellas.
Warren, good. The Suns coach Igor Kokoshkov has coached Slovenia to the 2017 Eurobasket title. Doris, the country's first ever European title. It certainly helped put his name on the map.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin. This young man has had great success internationally and as an NBA assistant. And how about Kokoshkov, a homecoming in Phoenix? He and his family have maintained a house there for over a decade.
Here's Bridges after the made shot from Chris Webber. Johnson right side, and that one drops. Johnson's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
Russell kicks to Davis. Back to Russell. Over Johnson. And that one's good. Russell. And the Nets lead by 2.
That's a nuanced understanding of pick and roll play. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Johnson with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outside Warren. 5 on the clock. Here's Ayton. Davis with some nice D.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Back to AI. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
On the wing, Johnson. Carroll covering. Johnson finds Holmes. The shot from the low post is good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
To the middle, here's Russell. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Russell against Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Here's Holmes. Nails the baby hook. Holmes got his 2nd basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Dinwiddie passes to Russell. With the floater, he lays it in. Russell's got 6. Suns trail by 4. Johnson with the bounce pass. Now, here's Holmes. Carroll covering to the inside. And it's Warren with the jam.
And both offenses in rhythm here to start the game.
Boy, these teams can't miss so far. If you love good offense, this is your game.
Now, here is Russell. 20 points for him last game against Indiana. Dinwiddie kicks to Carroll. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right side Warren. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Davis dishes to Dinwiddie. Out left to the wing. Russell against Johnson. Russell passes to Ilgauskas. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
So for the Nets, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Davis. Harris comes in for Amar'e Carroll, and it's Napier in for Russell. And for the Suns, Josh Jackson's checked in for T.J. Warren. Crawford comes in for Bridges, and it's Troy Daniels in for Johnson. Daniels with it, Napier covering. Daniels kicks to Jackson. Can't get it to fall. And here's Napier. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Harris off the drive. A 3-ball. And it's Ayton with the rebound. The Suns trailing. Crawford outside. To the paint. And stolen by Harris. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Dinwiddie, guarded by Crawford. And a wide open look for AI. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Well, how about that floor awareness by Spencer Dinwiddie, getting his guys the basketball in great spots.
Crawford looking over the floor. Jackson from long range. Rebound, Brooklyn. At the elbow, it's Harris. Back to Napier. Here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Ilgauskas. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And so it's Brooklyn, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. From undrafted to $50 million man, Tyler Johnson talked about what it felt like when he finally hit it big.
I think when I finally heard that number, when they put the offer sheet on there and said $50 million, I mean, it's well documented that, I kind of got sick. I just know the journey that it took me to get here. It was a little bit overwhelming, so I threw up.
And credit Johnson's work ethic, Greg, putting himself in position to earn that big payday.
Great to see an underdog make it, and that's the kind of contract that truly changes your life forever. Get back, get back!
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, I think one key is they've controlled the tempo so far. And I know it's early, but it helps to have this kind of lead.
AI is out there with Caruch. Then there's Shabazz Napier. Then there's Harris. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the center position. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pacers was terrific. He ended up with 47 points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, no doubt he'll have the defense focused on him here after that stunning game last time out.
You better believe it. He'll be looking at double teams, guys up in his jersey all game long.
I think that's the way this guy likes it. He wants a challenge. It makes him more focused, more determined to show what a force he can be.
And DeAndre Ayton, all that height around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan, already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one misses.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton, a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Oubre's checked in for the Suns. They get the rebound. Hollis Jefferson finds Napier. In the corner, it's AI. And again, it's the Nets missing. You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
And the shot goes down. Caruch has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's how it's done, gentlemen. You don't pass to a player, you pass to a spot. Let your teammate run into it.
Bounce pass, Crawford. Here's Oubre. The offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. They shoot again. And finally they hit one.
Timeout.
Ayton's got 11.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And just an impossible shot to guard at times, Doris. When you think of that step-back jump shot in the league, it's lethal. And there are a couple guys who have perfected it.
Well, two in particular. James Harden, that step back that he added is now unguardable. And Steph Curry as well. Those two men, when they decide to get to that step back jumper, turn the lights out, close the gym doors, and step back because it's going in.
Tell you, the excitement starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Look at Ilgauskas.
He's got plenty of fans among his fellow players as well. I'm sure he'd be #1 on their ballots if they were voting.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Napier kicks to Harris. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hollis Jefferson exceptional at slashing to the cup, cutting hard after setting the screen. Nice.
Suns trail by 3. Crawford dishes to Jackson. In the corner, it's Crawford. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Napier passes to Hollis Jefferson. Napier kicks to Harris. And he's good on the 3-ball. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Passes it to Jackson. At the teardrop. And that one is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Good. That's now 22 points for AI.
You know, if you want any chance of contesting that shot, you have got to put a bigger defender on him.
Crawford finds Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Suns. 6 on the shot clock. Oubre passes to Daniels. Over Napier. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
AI left side. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Ilgauskas has got 24.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Now Daniels still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
To the middle, Crawford with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. Oubre, good.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
And there's the pass to Karuch. Jackson against Ilgauskas. Over Jackson. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
On the wing, Daniels. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Ilgauskas. Ilgauskas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Plays it up and banks it in. Ilgauskas has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, I think you think of the Brooklyn Nets, and though there isn't a ton of wins, I do think you see this team moving in the right direction. Yes, they only had 28 wins, finished 12th overall, but the reality is, on a night-by-night basis, this team gives great effort in the face of adversity.
making some changes. Warren's checked in for Josh Jackson. Bridges comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Daniels. Oubre passes to Ayton. Knocked away. It's stolen by Davis. In transition, here come the Nets. AI with the ball. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the Nets win total last year impressive given the injuries.
Well, Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell's injuries obviously made things difficult, Kevin. But despite it all, the Nets were more competitive than they've been the last few seasons. To me, this is an organization that has some things it can build on.
Crabbe kicks to Russell for three. It's hauled in by Warren. Suns trail by 10. Bridges passes to Ayton. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Doris, to try and improve the flow of the games, teams now have fewer timeouts. Players have to be faster about retaking the court after stoppages. I'm assuming you're like me, all good things, right?
I agree, Kevin, and I think what people don't know is the impetus from this actually came from the coaches themselves. Rick Carlisle said, listen, we need to pick up the pace of play because we'd like our games to fit in a certain time frame. And listen, when you've got the leadership at the top in Adam Silver, who always makes clear that game flow is one of his focuses and that this is an entertainment medium and let's please our fans, you're going to make the right choices.
Here's Johnson. Rebound, Brooklyn. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Russell. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe.
Johnson kicks to Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. And it's Ayton missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Ilgauskas, good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Suns trail by 12. Now here's Johnson. Passes it to Warren. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. 10 points for T.J. Warren. Nets leading by 10. Here's LeVert. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ilgauskas, good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Johnson against Russell. Johnson surveying the floor. And there's the pass to Oubre. 5 to shoot. And here is Ayton. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Ilgauskas. The shot, no good. Nice D from Warren. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Outside, Russell. AI outside. Russell with it. He's got 8. 6 to shoot. Ilgauskas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Johnson finds Warren. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Ilgauskas. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. No good on the 3. Suns trail by 14. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Amar'e Carroll comes in for AI. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Alan Cram. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Phoenix. 1:25 left to play in the first half. Down low. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Well, you had it going on in the first half. Incredible display. How did you get it all to work?
You know, it wouldn't be possible for me if it weren't for my teammates encouraging me, stepping aside and letting me go to work. And DA, I gotta tell you, man, it's taking a lot of shots, and nobody's gotten upset, so they just keep on feeding me.
They know where their bread is buttered, and it's easy to see why. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
And through the first two quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
And why not, Greg, right? If you continue to produce, just get him shot after shot. Super assertive right now on the interior.
Second half underway. Here's who Igor Kokoshkov's got on the floor. TJ Warren out there with Ayton. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Johnson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 spot. Warren dishes to Oubre. He kicks it to Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Warren. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Warren's got 14.
Boy, it really doesn't take much for TJ Warren to get started on the offensive end. And once he finds his rhythm, just get him the ball.
Outside, Russell. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Ilgauskas, and it's good. With time running down on the shot clock. Ilgauskas has got 38 points.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Now the young fella showing no fear. Oubre driving in with reckless abandon.
Russell against Johnson. AI right side. Stolen by Warren. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Bridges, no one around him. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Johnson against Russell. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's LeVert. He's covered by Warren. Outside, Russell. Pass to Ilgauskas. Shoots over Bridges. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And remember, TJ Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple. A professional scorer.
To the paint. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got his first points of the game.
At 6'7", Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Russell high post. Johnson's there. Bridges with the steal. Johnson attacking. Passes it to Ayton. And the Suns miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And there's the pass to Carroll. And he slams it one-handed.
A little emphatic on the finish from Amar'e Carroll. Go ahead with the rim shaker.
And the Suns call time here. Well, you just have to admire the job that this Nets front office has done to improve the roster.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, they have taken on bad contracts in an attempt to gather assets. They have found talents like Spencer Dinwiddie who were passed up by other teams. So even though they didn't have a ton to work with, the team has kept pace with their improvement.
Harris is checked in for the Nets. Napier comes in for D'Angelo Russell. And for the Suns, Jamal Crawford. He's checked in for Bridges. And Daniels subbed in for Johnson. Crawford against Harris. Crawford outside. Pass to Oubre. It's stolen by Davis. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Crawford with the steal. The dish to Warren. Kicks it to Daniels. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Suns missing. And so Napier will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. In the corner, it's AI. From outside, off the mark. Suns trail by 15. Now Daniels. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rebound, Brooklyn. Napier's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris outside. To the inside, Ilgauskas. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
I don't think the pass could be better placed. That's a great assist.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The way Warren controls his body is truly impressive. He's got the frame to absorb it.
Napier passes to Ilgauskas. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 17.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Crawford against Harris. Rejected by Harris. Now here's Carroll. He's got 6. Here's Napier. Back to Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Ilgauskas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ilgauskas has got 42 in the game.
Really good work in the painted area. You need to have the inside game working like that.
Daniels kicks to Ayton. Pass to Warren. Teardrop shot. You know, Doris, there's a lot to like about T.J. Warren's game, especially on the offensive end.
You're right. He's resourceful. He's versatile. There's enough size there to challenge you on the interior. He's worked on that perimeter skill. Just one of the guys who naturally knows how to score.
The first one falls.
Well, I love T.J. Warren. The reason, guys, is he's proven to be a dependable scorer who's got good versatility, and he can play either forward position. So important in today's NBA.
Here's a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for T.J. Warren. Bridges comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Johnson in for Daniels. Dinwiddie kicks to Russell. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Suns trail by 14. Here's Bridges. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The Nets working the ball around now. AI left side. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson kicks to Jackson. Knocks it off the glass. Jackson's got 7.
Well, Josh Jackson gaining experience, and that is coming into play, even with a defense trying to alter his shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates, Greg. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got AI. He's out there with Amari Carroll. Russell is out there with LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Brooklyn leading by 14. Outside, Russell. Here's Ilgauskas. That one a little long. The Suns shooting in this game, 45%. Bridges kicks to Ayton. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Johnson against Russell. Johnson finds Holmes. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. The Suns making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Suns trail by 14. And here is Johnson. To the middle. Oubre, good. Oubre's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Phoenix.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Russell kicks to Carroll. Back to Russell. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
Here's Bridges. Rebound, Brooklyn. Ilgauskas has got 8 rebounds in this game. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. LeVert the pass to Ilgauskas. Yep, that one goes. Ilgauskas has got 46 points.
Boy, they have leaned on this guy to carry their offense today, and he has come through with flying colors.
Johnson attacking. The teardrop falls in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Down low, it's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Davis is checked in. Jackson against Russell. Passes it to LeVert. Fades back. And it's Ilgauskas missing. And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. And the lefty still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
It's good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Here's LeVert, defended by Bridges. Outside, Russell. Jackson against Carroll. Just 5 on the clock. Down low. And that one drops for him. Ilgauskas has got 48.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Johnson kicks to Jackson. Now, here's Bridges. He's tightly guarded. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ilgauskas against Johnson, and the basket is good. Here's LeVert. There's the pass to Russell. He kicks to Ilgauskas. Over Jackson. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Johnson finds Jackson. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 9 points for Josh Jackson.
Well, this guy is developing more and more of an interior game, and I like watching Josh Jackson convert this close to the cup.
Stolen by Jackson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Tries again. Jackson misses.
I'll tell you, it'd be a big help if he could snap out of this cold streak. His shooting has been hurting them.
Ilgauskas dishes to Carroll. Russell passes to Ilgauskas. Over Jackson. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Johnson kicks to Ayton. Wants to get it to Oubre and does. Yep, that one goes in there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's LeVert, defended by Bridges. Here's Russell, trying to get open as Davis scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
I'll tell you, it's hard to shake his concentration when D'Angelo Russell is this close to the cup. How about that tough shot?
Jackson misses.
Well, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Carroll kicks to Russell. He dishes it to Davis. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. In the corner, it's AI for the 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Jackson, rejected by Ilgauskas.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
LeVert the pass to Ilgauskas. Over Jackson, and it's off the back rim, no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Warren's checked in for Jackson. Now here's Oubre. Carroll covering. Here's Warren. And Davis sends it back. And they're able to recover. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Johnson. Inside. Blocked again. Here's LeVert, defended by Bridges. Good, that's another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Suns trail by 14. Johnson kicks to Warren. Over Ilgauskas. Warren, good. Warren's got 9 points here in the second half.
That's what we call cashing in from the mid-range. T.J. Warren's been there a time or two.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Here is Russell. Pass to Davis. Back to Russell. Sinks the three-pointer. Russell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, it's key that you've got to maintain concentration throughout the game. And D'Angelo Russell, nice job in the catch and shoot.
Johnson kicks to Warren. Pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Passes it to Ayton. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Carroll. And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Here's Davis, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
It's so interesting to me that if you look at the history of the Phoenix Suns, it was the Mike D'Antoni era where they set the trend towards up-tempo run-and-gun basketball and emphasizing the three. Remember the great Steve Nash at the helm. They were an offensive juggernaut at that time, guys.
Johnson kicks to Warren. The pass to Oubre. Now Bridges. Carroll covering. Bridges misses.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
LeVert. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Nets lead by 17. Johnson outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one. Nets leading by 14. Here's LeVert. Russell finds Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Really encouraging to see D'Angelo Russell make these passes. If you're going to be effective as a point guard, you've got to run the pick-and-roll game.
Russell against Johnson. Pass to Oubre. Here's Ayton. Plays it up off the glass. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, when he gets in that deep, there simply has to be some help defensively. The size mismatch is just too great there.
Davis, the pass to LeVert. Bridges with the steal. And now the Suns, a fast break. And finished off by Oubre.
This guy's so fluid in transition. Just a great player, Oubre, in the open floor.
Knocked loose. Pass to Johnson. Ayton with it. Davis is on it. And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
AI right side. Shot from free throw range, and he nails the jumper. Ilgauskas has got 56 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Kept alive. Here's Ayton. In close, he hits it. Ayton's got 23 points.
You know, even when you contest Ayton, he still is capable of making it, especially when he's that close.
Russell against Johnson. To the inside. And it's Ilgauskas missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
1:07 left in the fourth. Jacks up a three, sinks the three-pointer. Ilgauskas has got 59 points.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Brooklyn.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. He got it again. Sensational.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 10. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And down like this, there's so much to talk about. I don't know if one timeout is going to be enough.
I think it's looking pretty bleak.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's Warren for 3. They get it back. Here's Johnson. Banked in off the glass.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
AI left side. So it's the Nets picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I think Clay got a faster release, though.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Debatable.